Well, good morning. Got a little project here on the patio today that I thought would be worthy of a YouTube video. Here a couple weeks ago, I was sitting out here at the patio with the head of the domestic engineering department here at the shop. We used to have a smaller TV here. It was probably a 40-inch or something like that. And the head of the domestic engineering department said, "You know what? I think I'd like to have a bigger TV." And I wasn't about to pass up that opportunity. So, we got this bad boy. This is a 60-incher, but that presented a little bit of a problem because the 40-incher sat on this little cutesy fake concrete table here, and that worked out all right for that TV. But this one's a little bit bigger. It's not that steady on this table here. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make a bracket to hold this. Now, some of you might say, why don't you just get a custom mount? That's what the head of the domestic engineering department said. Well, that was going to be kind of difficult because there's a window right there. And so what I'm going to do is I've kind of sketched this out in my head, and I've got a whole bunch of scraps around. I think we can make this. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a bracket that fits down there on the foundation. We're going to bolt it to the foundation. It's going to come up, and then we're going to make a bracket that fits to the back of the TV, like a wall mount bracket, and it's going to have a little bit of a swivel on it. So let me show you what we got to do here. Okay, so we got the back of the TV here. We're going to make a little bracket that fits there, and then we're going to go down here, and we're going to make something that'll fit right there on the foundation. We're going to bolt it. We can drill some holes into that foundation and bolt it right there. As I mentioned, I think I found enough stuff in my scrap box that I can piece together and make this bracket a reality. T-iron, I guess you'd call that, and picked that up alongside when I was out for my walk one day. Saw that laying in a free pile along the roadside. Picked that up and put it away, and by golly, now I've got a use for it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I've got a piece of, I think this is 3/16 by 2.5, I believe, angle iron, and I'm going to cut two 5-inch pieces. And then a 5-inch piece of this is 1/4 inch, it's pretty heavy duty, but this is going to go in between those, and that'll form the bracket that we're going to bolt to the foundation concrete, and then this will be the upright that will go up off of that. And then found some little stuff here that we're going to make a little swivel and piece that'll go, so the bracket will go down, fit over that. I know that's a lot, but let's just get started and you'll see how this all comes together. Okay, got our bracket. This is our bottom bracket. We're going to weld that to that. And that'll bring it out 2 3/4 inches, and that'll clear a windowsill, and which is, I need 2.5, so that'll give me a 1/4 inch extra to clear that, so it clears the siding and then clears the windowsill out. So we'll go ahead and tack this together. But before we get started on that, I want to go over a couple additions to the safety collection I made here at the shop. First is these new prescription safety glasses. These things are great. Highly recommend them if you need safety glasses and use them all the time. I bought these from RX Safety. Anyway, I'll put a link in the description below so you can check these if you like these. They'll have all kinds of different styles. I particularly like the goggles. The only thing is, if I'm sweating a lot, they tend to fog up, but I have some anti-fog stuff that I forget to put on. But overall, I love these things. And they've got the strap on so they don't fall down when you're bent over and you're sweaty and that kind of thing. The other thing is my new IsoTunes noise canceling earbuds. These are awesome. Right now I'm listening to a football game, college football, thank goodness. Right now I'm listening to Raging Cajuns and Iowa State. But these things are great. So don't need to worry about finding my headphones. I just put these in, or my ear protection. These are my ear protection. Anyway, put a link to these too. You can find them on Amazon, but highly recommend them. So let's get started. We've got this. We'll need to knock some of the mill scale off of here. Then we're going to cut our upright. And I just got through measuring what I need on this. So I need 48 inches. Then it'll attach to this. So we're going to go Okay, there's our bracket. Now, we're going to weld that to there. Okay, we've got this tacked up. Like I said, this is the bracket. This part's going to attach to the foundation. We'll drill some holes through here. Drill 4 holes, and we're going to set up with some anchors. And we go up here, and here is, we're going to make another one of these. It's going to fit in there like that. And then this will attach. We're going to make a piece that will attach to that, and then the crossbars that will go into the, that will screw into the TV. I don't know if you can visualize that yet, but we'll get there in a few minutes. Okay, this is the piece that's going to mount to the back of the TV, and these are the cross pieces. And I've got these 18 inches. I need 15 3/4 between the holes, which will leave me right about here. So we're going to tack this onto this vertical piece here, and then this piece will go on like that, which will then swivel on the piece that we made earlier. Alright, now we've got to measure for our holes. I needed exactly 15 1/4 square. Okay, this is what bolts to the back of the TV, and I've taken that out and tested it, so that works and fits. Well, this is pretty much what it's going to look like. Still have a lot of, need to finish up the welding on it, but this part down here will bolt to the foundation like that. TV will mount here, and I've already tested it, and that mounts to it, and that'll swivel a little bit. So now we're going to kind of clean up a few things and finish up all this welding. Okay, we've got this welded up. They're not perfect welds, but I'm getting better. What we're going to do now is take a wire wheel and clean it all up and take off some of the sharp edges, and we'll get ready to put some paint on it. Alright, we've got these pretty well cleaned up, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drill a hole there and tap it with a 1/4 inch, like put a little thumb knob on there or something, or a bolt, to basically hold this nice and tight and keep it so it doesn't wobble and what have you that way. And I might figure out some sort of anti-theft device to keep this so that somebody can't just come and grab the TV and take off with it like that. So I might drill a hole here and put a screw of some sort down there, so at least they have to work at it to get it if they want it that bad. Anyway, we're getting there. Now, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put a nut on there as well, so it's got a little more threads to catch than just the thickness of that tubing. We're looking pretty good here. Got well, a little nut there, so I can put a little thumb screw or something in there to hold that. Drill the hole through here to put a padlock or some damn thing to slow down a thief if they think they just want to come and do that, which they could. But anyway, now we're gonna got it all kind of cleaned up with the wire wheel, and now I'm gonna take some acetone and wipe it down. We're gonna paint this part black, match the TV, and we're gonna probably prime the lower part, and then paint that the same color as the siding on the house. This is where we're gonna mount it. And I've just got this block here to kind of get me to the right height, where I'm going to mount it right in there like that. Okay, that bar right there is level, and these holes fit the TV, so we should be good to go right there. So what I'm going to do is mark these. Well, I think we're going to call this project pretty much a wrap. We've got it all put back together here, and I'll tell you, one thing I had to do is, you can see down here, I had this bracket a little too far over, and you can see a couple of holes that I had to fill there. But I took my rotary hammer and drilled some holes here for that bracket, put some lag shields in, and secured it with 3/8 galvanized lag bolts. Now, I initially had this upright welded to this bracket, and when I put it all together, there's probably several different things in alignment, but as much as I tried, I couldn't get the TV level. It was just a little out of whack, and it bothered me. So what I did is I ground these welds off, so I had this loose again, and I put one bolt in here, drilled it all the way through. I drilled 4 holes into this upright, drilled 1 hole into the bracket, put a bolt in there, put the bracket on, put the TV on, and had a clamp on it as well, and then got the TV exactly level, and then drilled the other 3 holes and put these 5/16 bolts in there, and now the TV is perfectly level, as you can see. So we're pretty pleased with that. And then around on the back side, it swivels a little bit. I secured that bolt down there just a little bit to keep it tight. But this turned out all right. You can see I put some little spacers, nylon spacers, in between the plastic of the TV and the metal of that bracket I made. And I think that's going to work out just right for the start of college football season in the NFL out here in the patio. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Send me any comments you might have or ideas. If y'all are looking for a way to make a bracket for your TV out on the patio, this is an idea. And I was pretty pleased that I was able to do the whole darn thing with just some scraps that I had. Thanks for watching. Hope it was helpful. Stay tuned for the next video.